Initiating startup sequence.
There is nothing wrong with your television set. Do not attempt to adjust the picture. We are controlling transmission.
Stand by to receive our transmission.
40, 40, 40, 40, 40.
Big welcome, please, for Andy Wright.
It's time to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of gum.
To boldly go where no man has gone before. To boldly go where no man has gone before. To boldly go where no man has gone before.
And now, here's the world's greatest...
Hello! Hello everybody, good evening, good afternoon, good morning to you. Welcome. And it is a very good Sunday afternoon here in the UK. We have 16:01 at the moment, so 1 minute past 4 o'clock in the afternoon. GMT, as they say, not GMT, but GMT. So hello, welcome. Let's say hello to a few people. We have Itsy Bitsy.
It was an itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini.
We have Timmy Ramjam. Yay! We have Tim Monk. Hello, Tim.
Bluebirds over the white cliffs of Dover.
Andy number 6, please. And Nanny Jackie. And here's a stranger. Hello, stranger. Bronchi. Bronco. Here's a tiger. Oh, yes. Hello, welcome back. I hope you're feeling okay and not too bad. Sunday afternoon. Yes, to boldly go with no man's gone before. Hello, John. John Batchelor. Oh, nothing happened.
I'll be your bachelor boy, and that's the way I'll stay.
Hey, John, there we go. Thank you very much. Hello, and good afternoon to you. Welcome. So, here we are. I'm sure there'll be some more coming along very soon. Right. Don't all rush at once, please. It's going to be madhouse. We've got so many people. But if you want to, the line is open. You can ring in. But don't all ring in at once. It'll get a bit confusing. So, good afternoon to you. Lines are open. And of course, the number's on screen. 01225 29 2288. Is it going to work first time? Is it buggery? Oh, flipping heck. Andrew, it's not working. Not working, mate. Try again. Try again. Try again, Andrew. That's it. Let's go. See if we got it this time. Nope. Not this time. Maybe it's third time lucky. We try third time lucky? Yes. Let's try third time lucky after John.
Hello.
Hello, John.
How are you doing?
All right, mate. How are you doing? Sorry about that. We got Andrew trying to get through.
Maybe. I didn't know. I didn't realise that.
His phone's a bit dodgy. He's got a dodgy phone.
I need to get a new one.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. I don't know if it's the phone. I think it's the provider.
Who's he with?
He did tell me, actually. I can't remember. He did tell me. Virgin.
Maybe that's
Yes,
good.
he's a virgin. Yes, he's a virgin.
Virgin.
Yes, virgin.
Oh, he's a virgin. I kind of thought that.
I would never have thought that myself either.
So how's your week been?
It's brilliant, John. Thank you. Yes, that's
Is it?
very good.
You've been doing okay?
What about your
But I've just got the symptoms back again, Andy. I don't know what it is.
symptoms
It's because
back?
I've upped my tablets, I think.
Oh dear.
It's because
No.
I've upped them.
Ah,
It's like starting again, Andy. When you start them, at first you started on the 50, then
yeah,
you put them up to 100. So it's
Yeah.
like starting again, basically.
yeah. You've got to
Because
wait for them.
you didn't want to start me on the 100 right away.
No, you want to build up to that, don't you? Really?
Yeah, yep. So that's it sorted. So
Oh,
I've just got to
dear.
grim and bear it.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure it'll get better. You had a good week last week, so you know you can do it. So you'll just have to.
Oh, definitely. I mean, I watched a few things on YouTube with anxiety and all that, and it's
Yeah.
kind of it gave me all the side effects. And I'm panicking because obviously I'm here myself,
Yes.
and I overthink things.
Yes.
So I
think
think
we
that's
all
what's
do
basically
that.
what it's been. Yeah.
Yeah. I think we all do that sometimes, don't we? Overthink it.
I think we do when we're on the road. I think we tend to overthink things.
Let things build up. And
It gets on the back of you, you know.
yeah. And it's like the situation where you know you've got to do something and you just
Yeah.
think about it
And we bought.
constantly and make it out to be really bad. And then when you actually do it, it's nothing.
Yeah, you're right. 100%. You're right.
Yeah.
Because I'm around for doing that. If I've got to do something, I say I can't be bothered because it's easy to say that.
Yeah.
I can't be bothered.
Yeah.
And when you go and do it, you're glad you've done it.
Yeah. And you think, what was all that about?
I know. It's a thought process before it, though.
It is. Yes, it is. Yes.
You know?
Yes, it is. You're right. Yes.
So I watched a couple of your channels the other day there.
Have you? Oh, good.
The one you put on YouTube.
Yes.
The one with your prescription.
Yes.
That with your,
Yes.
is it aspirin or something? I know.
Paracetamol. Yeah.
Paracetamol. That was a
Yeah.
disgrace, eh?
Oh, they just pissed me right off.
I sat and I watched that. I went, that's unbelievable. You have to go away down the road and back and away down the road and back.
Yeah.
Then you have to phone up the doctors and the chemist, and but
Yeah.
you had to move. Did you move your chemist or something?
I've had no trouble with any of the chemists up until now.
Yep.
But I did move.
Yep.
I did move because
Yep.
of the you know what.
Yeah.
The pharmacist was well, you can watch the videos, they're all on my channel. I went to Asda in particular. So there's a video on this channel actually that you can watch.
I'm going to watch that.
Yeah. It's about Asda.
I've never seen that one. What's sites, Andy?
Say again?
You've not got them up on screen, or you're flat up on screen.
My chat. Sorry, yes. Let me just put that up. That's quite right. Yes. There we
You
go.
need to put up. How do you know pick a subject every week?
I don't.
Like a phone-in subject?
I don't.
No, why don't you?
Why don't I? That's a very good question. That's a very good. I don't know.
You should be one for every sort of week if you're going to keep it going. Pick a subject every week.
That's a good idea.
Like for anxiety, depression,
Yeah.
things like that, or yourself, or talking to yourself, or explain things. You know what I mean? I think that'll bring your numbers in because you're just talking randomly.
We are.
It could be talking about snooker, it could be talking about darts. People aren't interested in that.
Yeah, well, I mean, the point is that we get people to phone in and they can talk about whether they like, whatever's on their minds. That was the idea. But yeah, you've got a good idea. You've got a good idea there. We can always do a phone in about a particular subject
Because
matter.
I see ones that I watch sometimes, not just yourself at the start, or ones I watch, it's usually a subject they pick.
Yes.
Then or even do it twice a week. Because once a week is not a lot.
Yeah. Oh, John, I agree, mate. I agree.
You know what I mean? Because people like myself sitting in the house, I look forward to your channel, Andy.
Yeah.
And if it's only maybe 2-3 times a week, I would actually sit and watch it 2-3 times a week. I would phone in 2-3 times a week.
Yeah.
So that's you double, treble your money. Do you know what I mean?
Put it this way, John, right? if people want it and they're going to support it, then I'm happy to do it. But the problem has
I'll
been,
support you. No problem. I'll give you money every week.
I know you do, John. You're very generous.
Do you know what I mean? I mean that's not a problem.
You
I'll
were
do it this
generous.
week as well. I mean, that's not a problem. I mean,
Yeah.
it gives me something to do.
Yeah.
And I'm quite happy for you to be on. I mean, I would watch every night.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I'd pick a subject for every day of the week, sort of thing. Or maybe a Monday, Wednesday, and a Friday.
That is a very good idea. I like that. Maybe we'll try that.
Because I used to listen to a guy on the radio. It was called Scotty McClue. You ever heard of him?
Scotty McClue.
Scotty McClue.
McClue. No, I haven't. No.
Well, he'd done a lot of phone-ins to Glasgow, and he picked a subject every night, and he stuck to it. And he was getting hundreds of thousands of folk phoning in every week.
Wow.
And he came up. If you look on YouTube, he's on YouTube now.
Yeah.
Scotty McClue. I mean, he just started off the same sort of thing as you, but he started doing like subjects every second day or every third day, and actually went to every night. It came on every night after that because it was getting so popular.
Wow.
If you pick a subject, people stick to that subject.
Yeah. So that's a really good idea, John, and I'm going to look into it and see what we can do. We could do maybe another night.
Especially coming up to Christmas, because people are off on holiday now. A lot of people sit themselves, even like myself phoning you, and I mean, it's a bit of company for myself.
Yeah.
I mean, because there's a lot of people on their own.
Yeah, I agree.
Just to talk over it, even just do a trial period over the Christmas period, even.
Fantastic idea. Yes, and we can reinstate.
That's what I would do.
Because we did do it for a little while. We did a Saturday night one, and the problem was that we lost people. Didn't want to do it, didn't want to take part in it.
But a lot of people go out a Saturday night, Andy.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? A Friday, Saturday night's usually like Christmas nights out, things like that.
Yeah.
Like during the week, Sundays are a good time as well, obviously. But now.
Yeah, now is a very good time.
I would say even 4 o'clock's a bit early, and I would leave it till about 6 o'clock, because that's when people have their dinner and it's all over and done with, and they're sitting relaxed. Because at the moment, people are just going to their dinner.
Yeah.
Or organising their dinner.
Yeah, I mean, the problem we have, John, is that we're international, that we do have people around the other side of the world that come on. So it's very, very late for them at the moment, so they're talking like midnight, gone midnight.
See, that's me thinking you're just in the UK, obviously, but you're obviously worldwide.
No, we're in Australia, Thailand, USA, all around the world. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I would do. I would pick a subject sort of every week.
Yeah, I like
just phone in about it. Then maybe even on a Friday night, just a phone in for anything. But pick one or two during the week.
Yeah. I'm seriously going to consider it, John.
Okie doke.
That's
brilliant. So I thought I'd just give you a wee phone in first, because I'm actually going to grab my dinner as well.
Yeah, you got in there really quickly.
I was same as last week. I was quick.
You were, yeah. You were on the ball, mate. You're on the ball. Yes.
So, like I said, I was watching your channel with your paracetamol. It was absolutely ridiculous.
I can't believe it myself either.
How long did it take you to get them, Andy? Was it a week to get them?
Yeah, a week and a bit. Yeah.
For paracetamol, for absolute paracetamol, you could buy them out of the counter as well.
I've got them now in the brown bottle. Look, you can see it on screen. Brown bottle.
Sorry?
It's on screen at the moment. I've got it on the video. So it's my brown bottle. I've got.
Yep.
Oh,
right.
I just dropped them
all over the place. Let somebody else hold in, because I seem to hold it up. It seems to help a lot.
John, it doesn't matter, mate. It doesn't matter. You can have as long as you like.
No, it's got to be fair.
Yeah, I know.
But I'm right. You've been bottle. I've seen your big bottle.
Yeah.
I'm about 10 seconds behind you.
Oh, you are. Yes, you are. Sorry. Yes, you're on YouTube. Yes, that's right.
Right, and I'll let you.
Okay.
There's other people, and I'll speak to you in a bit.
All right, John. Thanks for phoning. Cheers,
no worries, pal. You take care, my man.
Yep. Cheers,
Thank
buddy.
You.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Hello.
Hello, Andy. It's Bronchi, can you hear me?
Bronchi, hello.
Long time no see, long time no talk.
How are you, mate? You're obviously not been too good.
No, mate, no. I've had an up and down time really. I'm probably at my best right now, so onwards and upwards.
Just in time for Christmas.
Yeah, so I don't have to do my IVs run up to Christmas, so we put it back to the start of January, so I won't be medicated going into Christmas, so that's good.
That's good. That's good news, isn't it?
Well, when I say medicated, I mean I won't be getting IV antibiotics. I still have to take the meds at home and that. But this new medication that they put me on seems to be doing some sort of a job. I mean, it don't keep me well all the time, but I have less spells of chest infections, so that's a plus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you get up to in a week then? I mean, it's very limiting, isn't it? So
it's very limited what you can do, and someone like me who loves to exercise, obviously that is not something that I could always do. And I actually had the psychologist on for about a couple of weeks, maybe even a couple of months, and we was talking about how illnesses stop a lot. So all the stuff that I have, like to escape the world, I don't use drugs, I don't use drink. I mean, I occasionally drink, but my big escape from the world was exercise.
Yeah.
So when you have this that stops you from doing that, then it opens a big can of worms to what you can and can't do, and it gets you down. So I just used to think it was my illness that made me depressed and down. But when I spoke to the psychologist, she was just opening doors that I wasn't seeing. That this is the reason why I get so down, up and down with the, with the illness.
I tell you what, they're very clever, aren't they? Those psychologists. They really
they're quite good, aren't they? But are you there, Andy?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, the only thing with them, I think that you hit a brick wall.
Yeah.
I think it gets a bit, not robotic, it gets a bit boring. You talk about the same stuff. And that's when I think that psychology can only take you so far. Same way, I only think medication can take you so far as well.
Yeah. So, but do you do your exercise at home, or do you go somewhere and do it like a gym?
No, I won't go to the gym, because if you go to the gym, you've got the what do you call it, chances of picking up bugs and all sorts, with air conditioning and things like that.
Yeah.
So I do concern that even when I'm well, when I have tried it in the past, that was what I was telling the psychologist. I said when I used to go to the gym, I was getting out the house a bit, and then I was training. So they were the only time I was really out the house. I said, so when that all stops, I said I couldn't do much. I said then I was confined to training at home when I could, and I weren't going out much. I weren't going out. You could imagine that was my only escapism, apart from going to see family members.
Yeah,
that was it. So he's like a sportsman, Andy. When, like Ricky Hatton said, that when he retired, he turned to drugs, more alcohol, because he couldn't deal with being at the top and then basically hitting rock bottom. And I think that's what happens with illness, because mine was gradual. I mean, I was training to be a professional boxer, so I was supposed to have a boxing.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I was supposed to have a boxing license. I passed all my medicals, and then when I got the pneumonia, that stopped me in my tracks. So I dealt with that kind of depression, thinking I should have done this. I could have been a boxer. That went after 10 years. I'm probably coming up to retirement now anyway. So I don't think like that anymore. But then it's days of other things. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly where you're coming from. Yeah, it was like me with my karate. When you find that you can't do it, and it's like your life. I was doing that 7 days a week at one point. But when you find you can't do it and you have to do without, it can be quite depressing, really.
Exactly. And I was telling the psychologist, you stay in the mindset of the mind thinks it can do it, but the body can't. And when you push your body too much, Andy, you start you make yourself worse. Do you know what I mean?
You do. I know.
I'm like all in or nothing. I always have been in my life. I've been competitive. You know, I even take it losing on a computer game serious and things like that. I've always had that competitive edge.
Right, yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
got
do you know
you.
what I mean?
Well, it's good. It means you're an achiever. You like to go for your goal and you like to achieve it. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, and this is all what a psychologist does. I think you'd make a good psychologist, Andy, because when you were speaking to, I don't know his name, but the Scottish guy who was on before me, you were saying stuff that a psychologist would say, and exactly what you just said to me. You like to achieve things, so then you could try and achieve something else that's more realistic, and it gives you a different way of thinking, Andy, instead of thinking.
I'll let you in on a secret. Yeah. I've got a lot of qualifications that people don't know about.
Right. Well, I could tell.
That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say.
Well, I'm psychic.
No, yes, I have. I honestly to God, I'm not making it up, but I do have a lot of qualifications in healthcare related things that people would they wouldn't believe it. Put it that way. They think, oh, good God, you're qualified in that. Yeah, it's many years I've been doing it. So, yeah.
Well, good. Well, like you were saying, you mentioned Scotty McClue about an internet phone-in. Yeah. And now what I think, Andy, I think a lot of people use these phone-ins as the psychologist or just speaking, getting things off the chest. They'd rather speak to someone that they can connect to and won't hold anything against them instead of talking to a friend or a family member that might say, "Oh, you're moaning." And I think this is why these talk shows are getting big again, Andy, because they took off during lockdown. People felt isolated, and I think they started taking off. But going back to what you were saying about a topic, I don't think it works, Andy, because for a topic to work, it has to be something like mainstream media in the news or something like that, because people get fed up with it. Where when it's random, I can talk about whatever I want, and so can the next caller, and I think it just rolls better.
Well, I'm open to any suggestion or anything, because the way it works is that all I want is people to come on and take part in the show. If we have to try it and see if it works, then I'm happy to try it. But I'm not going to limit it to, if somebody wanted to talk about something else, then they could. It's fine by me. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, you could use it. You could use it like something on the sideline. If someone wants to ring up about the topic, and if they don't, fair enough. We can just talk about random chats. But Andy, I don't know if we can speak about it. But I wanted to ask you, what in the hell's going on with this DWP uplift? That ESA claiming
there hasn't been any news. We haven't had the result yet. We're still waiting for the court decision.
But what I don't understand is we didn't need it to go to court to find out it was immorally wrong. They knew that anyway.
Yeah.
So that's all that's coming out, that kind of thing. And I'm hearing they don't have to pay it out.
No, they don't have to. If it goes against them, they can just turn around and say, "Well, tough." Yeah, so they don't have to pay it, but obviously the court will order them that they have to pay it, but then they can turn around and say, "Okay, we'll do it, but maybe it'll take about 20 years."
Well, that's what I was saying, and I said there's many strategies they could go about it. One of them is like a bit like when you get a rebate, so they might just give the £20 a week.
Yeah.
That could be a possibility.
Yeah,
another possibility is probably giving people enhancements in like electric, gas, food tokens. They could be, or they might not even want to pay it out full stop. It make like my friend said to me, if they didn't think they had a chance, they definitely wouldn't have gone to court with it because of the court fees and court.
They're not worried. They're not worried about court fees. I'm sorry to say, but the DWP will go to court no matter what, on principle of it. Whether they win or not is rubbish, because you look at all of the tribunals that they do, right? When they don't win, they win very few. I mean, they're like maybe 10-20%, and they lose the rest. Why don't they why do they have to go to court? Why don't they just say, "Okay, we made it, we got it wrong, here's your money"? But they go all the way through to court, to tribunal. It's more of a vindictive act than it is anything else. They're just being cruel to disabled people. That's what they're doing.
it's cruel, and it's taking money out of the taxpayers' money as well, because they know they're not going to win the majority of cases, because the stats suggest that most times people go to tribunals are winning anyway.
That's right. That's
So
right.
why they do it, I don't know, Andy. But you know, probably it is to agitate. Maybe it is to agitate, and another thing is they don't think disabled people have the fight in them to want to take them.
That's right. And also, they know that most disabled people would give up because they think, oh, it's too much hassle to go to court. But there's lots of people out there, like organisations, that can help you. So if you do get a decision, never say, that's it, I'm done, because you will win. I mean, it's pretty much, 80% of people win at tribunal.
Well, that's it. I mean, I say never give up, because most of the people that assess you, they're not even
they're not qualified, are they?
No, they're not even medically, what's the word for it? Not even medically gifted, if that's the word they're looking for, probably not, but certified to make these decisions. It's all just tick boxes, I
mean, when I did mine, I had a bloody ambulance woman who was ex-ambulance. I mean, what does she know about disability?
That's it. Even some of the nurses that you see, they're qualified in giving medication and bandages and treatments, but they're not skilled enough to make on
a disability.
Disability.
Let's say yours, for example. How many people are going to know about yours? They're not, are they?
Well, it's hidden, isn't it? It's hidden disease. And I had a nurse tell me if she didn't know, obviously on paper, and what's wrong with me, she wouldn't have thought nothing was wrong with me.
Yeah, and that's the obvious one, isn't it? That people look at people and they just make a judgment based on what they see, and it's a wrong way of looking at things, where you're judging.
That's what I'm saying, and you feel, and someone like me feels judged all their life, almost like, and not just me. There's many people out there, but almost like a vendetta, like the DWP have got vendettas against. Poorly people that aren't going to get better. And what before I go on, what do you think about this? I heard that sooner rather than later, they're going to stop bringing people in that are not going to get better over time.
Correct.
Do you think that's going to happen, or not?
No, it's already been put through. It's going to happen. It will happen. In fact, I think it is happening now. They're doing basically giving people long term. Basically, I've got a long term, so I'm lucky. I don't have to worry about it. My PIP is long term now, so not too worried about it anymore. But I mean, it was quite challenging in the very beginning when you went from DLA over, because you were hearing stories about people getting kicked off and losing their car and everything. And I was really worried about that, because I rely on my car. I can't go out otherwise, But luckily for me, I had this woman who was a young girl. I mean, she was only young, like mid-20s. She was ex-ambulance. She didn't really know what she was doing half the time, but she put through, and obviously the decision maker based it on that, and I was okay,
Right,
I was happy with that.
You do get lucky with some people, and the first time I had an assessment, she was a lovely. It seems to be the older person. Seems to be a little bit better, but I mean the younger ones, I don't know if they're after bonuses or this or that, or they've not experienced life. That's another thing. I don't think they've experienced life, where they might have a family member who's got some kind of, I don't know, cystic fibrosis or whatever it is, and they just half of the stuff they write as well in the assessments. It's pure. I mean, in the paperwork, it's pure lies as well.
It can be. It can be. I've heard some stories about that.
When you get it back, you feel like, oh, is there something wrong with me, or is it all in my head as well?
Yeah, especially when it's more like gaslighting you. you think you've said something and put it down, and they're saying that you haven't done it, and you think, well, who was right? Then it turns out you are right. You know.
No, that's it. That's it. You start feeling more low about yourself. Maybe these people are right. Maybe I'm just a lazy part of society. Maybe all this medical evidence that I have and all these problems I have, maybe they're not real. You know, and then that makes your morale goes down. Not only the morale with your illness being rubbish and affecting your life, but these people that are so-called skilled people are making a judgment that it is so way wrong about a person. But anyway, and at least me and you don't have to go through it as much as we used to. So onwards and upwards, and let's keep fighting and don't give up.
Exactly.
Take care, Andy.
All right, Bronco. Take care, my friend.
Peace out. Peace out.
Yeah, peace out. Cheers, mate. Right, Andrew, quickly. Okay, let's get Andrew on quick. Andrew. Phone now. Quick. Phone now. Let's go. Let's Andrew on. Andrew's on. I'll say hello to Gary. Oh, I hate you, Andrew?
Hello?
Yay!
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh, brilliant, man.
I reckon that must be...
How you doing, Andy? You right, mate?
I think it's third time lucky, isn't it? Every week.
Yeah, it seems to be, doesn't it?
Maybe your phone has to get warmed up.
It's a piece of shit, yeah, I know.
Oh, wow. So, hello.
No, I don't think it's the phone. I think it's the network.
Yeah.
It's Virgin Mobile.
It's Virgin.
Bloody Richard Branson with his hot air balloon and everything.
And his secret island that he's got. He's got a secret island, just like what's his face, the other guy.
Oh no, who are you on about?
You know,
Bill Gates.
No, I'm not going to say his name, but it's begins with E, and it sounds like oh fucking hell, it's Epstein.
Oh him! Oh god!
Oh him!
Any a paedophile or something?
Yeah, oh my god! You can't say that. Allegedly.
Who's the other one? Prince Andrew. Like, I don't like that guy at all, man. He's involved in some dodgy stuff, but because he's royalty, he's above the law.
Ah, well, I think.
Whereas we, for example, like, because I hang on.
Andrew, could you ask Andy nicely?
Could I ask you nicely when you will upload the Birmingham video? Andrew, could I ask you something nicely, please? When will you upload the Dear Birmingham video?
Well, Andrew, my friend, could you tell Nanny that it will be up and it will be available for anybody who is a Patreon / YouTube member who is subscribing and also is supporting the channel? They can watch it next week. But it will be out officially for
next
everybody.
Week, Jackie. Hang on, you're not making. If I'm in the video, I want to get paid for
it. You son off, mate. Yes. No, it will be out for everybody to watch. Anybody else during the Christmas period. But yes, it's looking quite good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so I was working on it today. In fact, this morning.
Have you got like video editing software and stuff?
Yeah. I use something called Vegas. Sony
Is that
Vegas.
Free or
no? You got to buy it. It's bloody expensive as well.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like I think they charge about $200 now.
$200. Oh, God knows what that is in pounds.
No, it's about under 80 quid.
Yeah. The exchange rate's always changing, isn't it? So.
Yeah, well, with the new world order, £1 will be worth $1 eventually.
New World Order.
Yeah.
We are kind of drifting in that direction, aren't we? The whole New World Order thing.
How is life treating you? Apparently.
Life's treating me not the best, to be honest.
But you had a sort of a glitch the other week, didn't you?
Yeah.
But you're right now.
Yeah, it's just like, I don't know. Like, I'm not really I'm not really comfortable talking about it. But like, as you know, I am paranoid schizophrenic. Like,
yeah.
And like it's when I'm alone, like
yeah,
like stuff just kind of gets to me, and like.
I think you'll find that's just what John said just now, earlier on.
Yeah.
John was on about that.
And like, I don't want people judging me because, like, just because I'm mentally ill doesn't make me like a bad guy. I'm not an angel or anything, but you know, like.
Yeah. No, but people do judge, don't they? They do make assumptions.
Yeah, especially if you happen to be unemployed as well. Like, what are you? You're just some scrounger, aren't you?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, no, I'm not. No, I'm not a scrounger. I only get ESA. I don't get PIP. Like, I get barely 120 quid every 2 bloody weeks. For God's sake, like.
That's less than ESA. That's less than JSA, isn't it?
No, it might actually be every 1 week. I think because it goes into my mum's bank account because I can't actually be trusted with my own money. Like, but she works kind of as my sort of free of charge accountant kind of thing. Like, she transfers me money as and when I need it. If that makes any kind of sense.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it sounds more like it's 120 a week. Because that sounds a very small amount, £60 a week. Because I think JSA is 79. I think.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean that's peanuts though, really.
It
isn't
is.
it?
Yeah.
Like,
no, you couldn't live on that. No, you can't live on it.
You can live on it as long as you're willing to only eat stuff like baked beans on toast every day, 3 meals a day.
Yeah.
Like 7 days a week kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, you probably wouldn't eat 3 meals. You'd probably only eat 1 meal a day.
Well, yeah, people, and it's like, hang on, Andrew 6, you're our family here. So glad you're here to help people who are going through similar problems. Well, you know, I'll help anyone.
Yeah.
Who I consider to be like. You know, worthy of help. Like, I mean, if I get some like really sort of arrogant person that just telling me like, "Oh, go and get," I'm gonna have to swear. I'm sorry. I'm getting you demonetized. But like, people are like, "Well, you get a fucking job." Like, when people say shit like that to me, it gets to me. Like,
well, of course it does. It's not nice.
You know, I've had jobs.
Yeah.
I've worked 91 hours a week in a factory, for God's sake. For 14 months I did it.
That's pretty
and
good.
I only did it so I could afford a deposit to get my own place to live, because my stepdad, like, at the time he was my mum's boyfriend. He wasn't like my actual stepdad, but like he basically made it clear that he doesn't want me living under the same roof as him. So I thought,
so you had to get out.
Yeah. And it's not a nice it's not a nice way to feel, like when you're when you kind of like, you know, under the roof that you live. It's the only place you've actually got to live, unless you want to.
And there's no help for you. There's no help for younger people anyway out there. There's not much help if you're single and you're a bloke. Basically, I mean, I think you've got. I'm not being funny, but if you're a woman, then you've got slightly more advantage because if you get out the duff, they tend to do more for you. If you are a pregnant lady, they won't do much, but they'll do a little bit more than they do for a bloke of that age.
No, it's true, and it's not because they actually care.
No,
it's because they don't want their own image to be tarnished by, like, denying like a single mother, like, a place to raise her child in relative safety and security. The government can't have that because that'll be all over the tabloid headlines.
Oh yeah,
and
definitely would be.
Even the broadsheet ones.
Yeah. Even the biased ones.
Yeah. Oh, they're all biased, including the BBC, by the way.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, MSM paid for by the people that want to change the news.
Yeah, they want the news to be what they want the news to be, but like that ain't the news.
Well, did
the
you
news
see that?
is.
Sorry.
Sorry.
No, carry on.
No, like I just can't be doing with biased news reporting. Like, why is something as innocuous as, like, I don't know, like some baby was born with a full head of hair or something? Why is that news? Like, it's just, but this is what makes the headlines. But like, you don't hear about people keeping rough.
No.
Barbed wire infested, wire infested, disused factories that probably get demolished with a human being living inside it.
Yeah. Well, they don't care about homeless people because they some towns they put spikes on the seating.
Yeah, I saw that. They did that in Birmingham.
That's just bloody spiteful. That's just really
spiteful.
Spiteful, yeah, spiteful.
No, it's not even funny though, is it really? Like,
no, I know. And thing I was going to say to you, have you seen the latest from Facebook? Right, Facebook have been to court, and they've admitted that their fact checking is not fact checking; it's opinion. So basically, anybody can have an opinion about anything, but they're forcing that opinion on you. So if it's not your opinion, they can shut off. They're not fact checking anymore.
Well, if they did, well, I mean, they did obviously because you just told me. But like, they should go to court for something like that because, social media, like, I mean, it's a laugh. You share cat videos and stuff like. Silly photos of what you happen to be eating for dinner on a certain day or whatever, but like, it's also a source of it's a source of, how do I put this, it's a source for people to, like, find out facts about the world, and facts should be facts, not speculation. You know what I mean?
That's right. Because for this last year or so, we all know that the fact checkers are not real, just they're only there to cover up the truth. But it's like, who gives them the authority to do that? You have a post on there, and you put on your post, and then they come along and they go, "This is not right." Who is it to them to tell you that it's not right? When
damn straight, man.
When it probably is right. It's crazy.
Everyone's right and everyone's wrong. Hang on. JSA is a joke, but I guess it's all about getting them into work. It's not about getting. I have to disagree with that. Like, it's not about getting people into work. It's about getting people sanctioned. like, have you ever been to like a? Do you know what? I've had a lot of jobs in my life, and not one of them has ever been like sorted out for me by the job centre.
Yeah.
I did it off my own back.
That's the only way that you'll get a job, because they're not going to help you.
No. The last thing they want is you having a job. Like, because you having a job means less of them are going to have a job. It's simple sort of kind of scales sort of thing. That's how I see it. I could be wrong. I don't know. And I know there are some good people who work for the DWP. I'm not saying they're all complete fucking bastards, but just the majority of them are.
You've got to be some sort of weirdo to want to work for them, haven't you?
Well, yeah. Hang on, let me read this. I think that's meant to say sanctions. Sanctions were bad at one point. Thought it was military imposing them a few years back.
Yeah. As you say, you had one person that was 1 minute late. And
1 minute late. Look, like, when you rely on public transport, you can't help it if there happens to be roadworks going on or something, and you.
Or there's just a one bus.
Just the one. But I mean, he hasn't really told me the full story. But all I know is I had to. And bearing in mind that the geezer I'm on about had just weeks before lost his mother.
Oh God!
He's gone to the shop.
Oh God!
No, he didn't go to the shop. He went out with his mates for a night out, as young people tend to do. He's come back and his mum was dead on her own sofa.
Wow.
Do you know what I mean? I mean, I've lost my own father.
Yeah. That's appalling.
And that's awful. And he claimed benefits, and there was a massive waiting list. Sorry, not waiting list, waiting time just for him to get any kind of damn money, for God's sake. I went to the funeral as well. Like, hardly anyone turned up, which was quite upsetting. Quite upsetting, actually.
Yeah.
Liz, her name was.
Liz.
Elizabeth, but we call it Liz.
Sad.
And I would tell you a story. Once when I was on JSA, they upped the amount of jobs I had to look for. Yep, that's what they do.
Yep.
They set you targets, don't they?
But the thing is,
you must apply for so and so many jobs this week, otherwise you're not getting paid.
But the thing is, as he said there, he did that and they didn't pay him.
Yeah. That's
not nice, is it?
Yeah. I don't blame him. He said I went mad. I don't fucking blame it. Sorry. I don't sodding.
A bit late.
Blame him.
Yeah, I swore so. Bit late now.
You said bad word.
Oh well, never mind.
That's what it is. Like, people tell me, like, I don't know how true this is, but like people, obviously I wasn't born in the 70s, but like people say you could like literally walk out of one job and into another job, like on the same day.
Yeah,
like,
you could do that.
There was none of this national insurance bollocks that we have to go through, all the hoops we have to jump through, you know.
It wasn't too bad. I mean, you know, I spent 8 years unemployed because of Maggie Thatcher. But apart from that, I went from one job to another job, probably about every 5 years. It was, you know, you have a job and you think, oh, this job's a bit boring. I'll find another job, so you get another job, and then
a bit boring.
You know, well, you know, you do the same job every day, every year. You know, it gets a bit boring, doesn't it?
Oh, trust me, man. Like when I was in the I didn't work for Amazon. I worked for John Lewis, but like it pick pack, like and you got these targets you have to hit, like, and if you don't hit, like everyone in there has to wear a high visibility vest, but like the screws, as we call them, like, because they acted a bit like prison officers, like like they had a special one with a blue bit on it, like. And they'd come round and say, like, you only hit 90 7% of your target the last hour. And I'm like, mate,
I'm working my bollocks off.
I'm like, mate, I'm on my. There wasn't a single chair. The only chairs were in the canteen and the smoking area.
Yeah.
Because I smoked back then. I'm obviously I'm a vapor now, but because of various health problems that I had through smoking. By the way, if anyone listening smokes, please try and quit. Because it's not a good habit to have.
No,
I don't care. I don't care who says smoking's cool. It is cool, yeah, but like
it is cool.
But being alive is cooler than dying of like lung or any other kind of cancer, throat cancer, for example, like related to smoking.
I think he got a good point there, Bronco, with the self-checkout, so they don't. They're bringing those in and they're getting rid of staff. So
you know what? I am 100% in agreement with him on that one.
Yeah.
I don't like the self-service things. Like my local supermarket is Lidl.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cheap, and I am a cheapskate. I know all that, but like when I go in there, I'm not using the self-service. I'm going to the till.
Yeah. Have they got self-service? Have they got self-service in Lidl?
Well, they have in my local Lidl.
Oh, they haven't got it in mine.
Oh,
no, they've got a bloody queue up, which is good in one way, I suppose. But then they only put one till on. Bloody bastards!
I hate that when they're like when they close like you're already in the queue, you're nearly at the front, and they say aisle number 8 is closing now.
Yeah.
Please move to aisle number 7. You know,
bastards. Yeah, I hate
they're coming
that.
out stupid the intercom thing or whatever you call it. Like,
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna head off now, Andy.
All right, mate. Good, fantastic.
You got 12 likes now.
I know,
9 watching,
great,
12 likes.
Fantastic.
So you're doing all right.
Yeah, we're doing all right today.
You're doing all right, Andy. Right?
Doing all right.
Yeah. All right, mate. You take care.
Okay, Andy.
I'll be in the group chat in a sec.
Love you. Bye.
All right. Love you too, mate. Goodbye.
Cheers. Bye. Has it gone yet? Yep, gone. You gotta say hello to Brian. Brian, £10. Wow. Hello, Brian. Good afternoon. Oh, Mr. Lakey as well.
Oh, I hate you, Butler.
Let's make that louder.
Oh, it's made my day, that is.
Made my day, that has. Hello, Keith.
Hello, Andy. You all right?
All right, mate. You've been waiting to come on, haven't you? I know it.
Yes, I have. You're quite busy.
Yeah, quite busy today. That's good. That's what we like.
Yeah.
We like busy. Fantastic.
Yeah.
So, how was your week?
Not too bad.
Not too bad.
Yeah. You heard of Fair Play Now?
Fair Play Now.
It's a. I can hear myself.
So just ignore that.
Yeah. Well, it disappears soon.
Yeah, it will do. I've turned it down on my headphone.
Yeah. No, you YouTube is Fair Play Now. He's called Tim, and he's got a new word for the mainstream media. It's called mainstream misleader. Yeah, brilliant one that is.
Oh, I like that. That's good.
Yeah, mainstream misleader.
Misleader.
Misleader. Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Is that on YouTube? Is it? You say?
It's on. Yeah, it's on YouTube. Yeah, but you have to watch what he says. You know, because of the censorship.
Yeah. You've got to be
yeah.
careful. We've got to be careful what we say.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's why I had to use vagina as a word the other week.
Yeah, vaginas. How's your vagina? Have you
have
had your,
been done? Yeah.
have you had your
But,
vagina? Got a
Yeah.
vagina.
Yeah. you think Boris Johnson's days are numbered?
They are indeed numbered.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. He had this Christmas party last year, didn't he?
Well, they've all had it, haven't they? They've had about 10 of them.
Yeah, everyone's locked down. Living it up, you know.
Forgive my French, but they're a bunch of tossers. They really are.
No, don't worry. I swear.
Yeah.
Yeah, bunch of wankers. Yeah.
Bunch of wankers. Yes, that's it. They really
Yeah,
are
yeah.
two-faced bunch of wankers.
That's true. Yeah. I tell you what, we were Boxing Day is on a Sunday. Everyone should have a right good Christmas knees up. You know, a good Christmas party.
Yes.
Never had it now. Yeah. If they can do it, sod it. Why can't we?
We can. We can do what we like.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah.
Thing is, people tend to be law-abiding, thinking that they have to abide by whatever's been told, but they don't have to. They can do what they like. They can have Christmas.
Yeah, yeah.
And,
I don't think it'll be as easy for them to take Christmas away this time. You know.
I think they'll have a good try. I think he's going to have a good try. Around about, I think it was Monday, he's going to be doing announcement of something on Monday, I think. Or is it the 18th? Something like that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, hopefully that's going to wake more people up, you know.
Yeah.
So people are waking up already.
Are you going to be going anywhere like London?
Well, there's a demonstration in London next Saturday.
Yes, 18th.
Parliament Square.
18th.
Thanks the passport things.
Yeah, well, basically
see
everything.
If I've got enough money, because I'm on the SA, so it doesn't really last that long, you know.
No, it doesn't.
No. So I've tried DLA and PIP. Just bloody awkward to get hold of. I mean, seen these application forms. It's like a bloody...
Oh, yeah. Is it 50 pages, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, flipping heck. You know, well, they just give us proper ESA and, you know,
I mean, the problem is that when they give you a question, they give you a big box to write in.
Yeah.
You don't really know what to put in there, do you? I mean, let's face it.
No. The questions just don't make any sense.
No, they don't. And if you don't put something down, then you don't get it.
Well, ridiculous, isn't it? Yeah.
But
why don't I just give proper ESA or whatever, you know, instead of this crap to go through, you know?
I know. And of course, what Andrew said there was never tick it varies, because it never varies. Never tick that, because you'll be in trouble.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
Oh, anyway.
And it is to, that's right, Bronco, it is to trip you up. So they give you repetitive questions to try and see if you put one thing down, and then in the next question you put a different thing down, so it contradicts what you put down.
Yeah.
They do that with immigration as well, Keith. They do it with like when you apply for a visa, they put down things and they try to trick you.
Yeah. Are you talking about leaving the country or coming in back?
Well, no, coming here, because people want to come here, like my wife.
Yeah.
So, but they trick you, and it's all down to it's down to refusing you. So that's what they want to do. It's like on benefits, they don't want you to have it. They want to refuse you.
Right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. They're on big benefits themselves, aren't they?
They are, aren't they? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, should be working for us, not the other way around.
Well, I thought they were, but obviously, clearly, they're not.
Of course they're not. No.
I mean, you think about what they can claim as well. What they can claim apart from their salary. You know, they can claim for houses and rent, and they can just claim for their lunch and their. Oh God, it's loads of money they can get.
That's right. Yeah, always for expenses.
Yeah.
Who that Tory MP? He's claimed on a duck house. Remember that duck house?
I know. It makes you laugh, doesn't it?
That's ridiculous. Yeah. I mean, a house for a duck. Ducks like water, though, don't they? It's lovely weather for ducks. You know, they like the rain.
If it quacks like a duck, it probably is a duck.
Yeah. So it looks like a duck.
Walks like a duck.
Walks like a duck. Looks like a duck. Is a duck.
So, what's that? They have targets about how many people they can deny. Yeah, they do have targets. They do have targets. Yeah, that's true. So if you're on a bad day, if you're having a bad day and you're in that group, you can get refused for absolutely nothing. And it's not your fault. It's because they've got targets.
Yeah.
But that's true.
But I've not been to any of these sort of these work-focused interviews for a while. I think this is the so-called the scamdemic. You know, they've not been open, these job centres.
But are you in, which group are you in? Are you in the work group or the support group?
Yeah, I think I'm in the work-related one because there's two, isn't there? There's work-related. What's the other one?
Support group.
Support group. Yeah, I think I'm in the work-related one.
All right. Okay. So you have to do things every now and again.
Yeah. Well, I haven't heard from them, so which is a good thing.
Yeah, I suppose that's a good
that's
thing.
one good thing, you know. Yeah.
But I don't think that they do a lot because of you know what. They haven't been doing a lot.
No. Well, the job centres are being shut, haven't they? Yeah. Probably if you went along, you probably have to have a muzzle on.
Bronco says that support group are getting letters, just checking up. So support group,
right?
Yeah. Work coach letters. These are work coach.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're going around seeing if they can get any real benefits, probably.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Or seeing if you're still alive.
Well, what do they care about that?
Well, they can save some money, can't they?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, money talks. Money comes before people's lives. I mean,
you know, let's face it. It all comes down to money in the end.
It does. Yeah. Have you heard of one about? Did you hear about David Clapson? He worked as a soldier. He worked as a soldier, served in Northern Ireland.
Yeah.
He was the one. He lived in Stevenage in his flat. This was about 2013. He died.
Did he?
And his money stopped. Yeah. David Clapson.
Don't ring a bell.
This is in the mainstream media as well.
Really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, David Clapson. Look him up. He lived in Stevenage. He had his money stopped playing Duncan Smith. Yeah. And he was found dead in his flat. All he had was a tin of tuna fish or whatever, sardines, I think it was. And just saw £3 something in his pocket.
Wow.
That's all he had. Yeah, that's all he had.
Well,
so
unfortunately, unfortunately, he is one of the 250,000 that have suffered that in the last 10 years.
Yeah. But his sister, Jill somebody, I can't remember her surname. She's been on the anti-austerity marches. I've met her, met her in London. She said she doesn't want any other people to go through what he's been through,
Yeah. Oh, that's really sad, though, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Yeah. He served the Queen and countries. He served in Northern Ireland, and that's all the help. That's all the thanks he gets.
Well, we don't look after our vets anyway, so it's not surprising, really.
No, we don't. No.
I think it's wrong.
It is wrong. Yeah.
But we should look after our, because when you look at the people that are becoming homeless, it's people that are ex-vets, they're veterans, and also the people that have gone through this last 2 years.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
You know,
these politicians, they get people to fight their wars for them, but then when they come back, they're not interested.
Yeah. I got a question there, which is, how do you feel about Fauci? Oh God.
Fauci, he's what can I say about him?
Nasty piece of work.
Jumped up little bastard.
Yeah.
That's what he is.
There's lots of stories out at the moment about him coming out. So
yeah. I think I've heard those. Yeah.
Yeah. But he obviously he's part of the global thing, so we have to be a little bit careful what we say.
Oh, yeah, I know that. Yeah, censorship again, isn't it?
Yeah, it's terrible, really, when you got to worry about it.
Yeah, I know. Ridiculous.
Yeah.
You can say Fauci, can't you?
Oh yeah, you can say that. I presume it's not really.
Yeah,
but,
Fauci.
Fauci.
Yeah.
Oh! I gave him the frying pan of doom.
Sorry?
I give him the frying pan of doom.
Frying pan of doom?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh!
Is that knocked over his head? Yes.
Yes.
On his head.
Knocked some sense into him.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. Yeah. Hey, what's that?
Anyway.
Oh, Bronco says he is Mother Teresa's nephew. Oh.
Mother Teresa's nephew, is he?
I think, or he's her something with short hair. Oh. Anyway, some relationship there. I don't know. Yeah. I'm not too sure. So, allegedly, Mother Teresa's nephew. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't know how true that is. So, have you been to the stand in the park today?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Was it good?
Quite a few people there as usual. Well, it's quite mild today.
Yes.
Before I get along, Yeah,
yes, it was.
It's in a nice setting. St Albans. It's by the lake, Verulamium Park.
Oh yeah.
It's by a lake. Got plenty of wildlife there. Plenty of water birds and coots, moorhens, swans.
Nice birds. Got some nice birds. Yeah. Andrew would like that. Andrew likes birds.
Yeah. Is that the feathered variety?
No, the ones with big melons, probably.
Oh, right, yeah.
The other ones, the female variety.
Right. ones with nice buttocks.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Yes, it was a very nice day today, I must say, this morning. It was quite pleasant.
Quite mild for December.
Mm. And when you think about it, it's like the 12th of December. It's normally quite cold.
Yeah.
I think it will be tomorrow, though. Be colder tomorrow.
Yeah. Can't really complain though. It's winter, isn't it?
Yeah.
Coming up. Oh well. Anyway,
right.
I don't think I've got anything more to say.
We have we got Lloyd waiting on the line there, so I'm sure Lloyd, our Welsh Wales friend, going to come and say something sensible.
Yeah. Well, I better sign off then and let him get on.
Okay, Keith. Thanks for calling in. It's very nice to talk to you this week.
Yes, and you as always. Right. Yeah.
I'll talk to you later then.
Yeah, probably talk to you next week.
Yeah. Bye.
Okay, cheers. Bye then.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Lloyd.
Hello, is that visa? Hello, I need visa for UK.
You need visa for the UK, do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, my name is Long Need Visa. Well,
Long Need Visa.
Long Need Visa.
All right, Lloyd.
Yes. I need visa very long time.
Very long
Very
time.
long time visa.
Long time visa, not a short time visa, just a long time visa.
My name is Mr. Wong. I need very, very long.
Do you not need a
I need
passport? Do you not need a passport to get out of Wales?
Yes, I need a. Yes, I'm Japanese.
Oh God!
I was Chinese, but they had the operation,
Oh my
and now I'm Japanese.
Oh,
I've only got one eye, you see.
Oh Jesus Christ!
You know.
Oh Jesus Christ! What you like?
Yes, indeed.
So
I've heard your darling wife is coming to UK.
Hopefully, yes. Hopefully.
Yes, hang on. I got a friend here. He's got a big crystal ball and can tell the future. Hang on, I get him now.
Yeah, you
Hello.
get him.
Hello.
Hello.
This is your fortune teller, and I'm looking into your crystal ball. Yes, and I can see your crystal balls from you,
You can
and
see
they
my
look
balls,
very
can
big. Indeed, indeed, I can see you going to Heathrow Airport carrying your crystal balls in a wheelbarrow because you haven't seen your wife for over 3 years. and your crystal balls are looking very big.
They are looking very big.
So
yes.
you would need extra trolleys to carry them, and when you meet her off a plane because they'd be so big.
Oh yes.
Oh
Definitely.
dear me, yes. But I can see good fortune for you.
Plus my palm is silver.
And maybe you may need a police escort.
Okay.
Because the crystal balls will be so big on the M4 carrier going all the way back to Wiltshire. Yes, I can see it now.
We don't want to get
well,
lost.
Anyway, I got to go now and see what other future will come for you and see what other fortunes will come. Oh, hang on, I'm just getting a reading now. Oh yes, I can see Chuck.
It's coming through.
Chuck's on his motorbike. Oh dearie me. I can see Chuck on his motorbike. And he's not too pleased.
Wow.
No, because his wife reparked in the disabled spot. And there's a photograph proof of it. And Chuck said it wasn't me.
It wasn't you. Oh.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't Chuck. No, because anyone can park anyone at all.
Anyone
yes,
can.
indeed.
Yeah.
Oh yes, yes, anyone can park. And then I had another reading coming through where it was a guy in a wheelchair with burning flames. And Chuck was laughing at this guy in a wheelchair with burning flames, waving them up above his head and everything.
So rude.
Oh dear me, what's going on?
So rude.
And it came to me allegedly. But Chuck said allegedly the guy in the wheelchair would be me.
Oh, wow.
If I accused him of parking illegally.
Yeah.
Oh yes. On the disabled spot.
Was that a bit of mafia?
And that was a poem. And I'm a poet and I didn't even know it.
You're a poet and you didn't even know it.
Dear me. And maybe one day I will go back to Patia.
Maybe.
Like a chimpanzee.
How's your sheep?
And I can see I can see that there's more sheep in England than all of Wales.
Well, you ought to come
Oh,
over
yes,
here because we've
indeed.
got lots of sheep for you.
Yes, indeed. And I'm looking into my other crystal ball, and it says that guy in Birmingham. Oh, yes, a guy in Birmingham. I don't know why I'm getting these messages. Well, a guy in Birmingham, and he talks and he talks and he talks.
Yeah.
For only 25p a minute,
How much?
you see.
How much is
And
this
that's quite,
fortune teller?
and that's good rate.
How much is
It
this
might
fortune
pay
teller
for-
costing me?
It might pay for tarts.
Oh,
Curry,
really?
if you please, when she comes to Wiltshire.
I have to check my crystal balls.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Yes, and Andy will not be on his knees. No,
No,
indeed.
no, not on his knees.
No.
No way. No sheep
No.
involved. No sheep.
Anyway, you gotta go now.
Gotta go
And
when you've got
I
to
gotta
go.
go now, and there's two men outside in white coats.
They're coming to take you away.
For me,
haha.
yeah, in white coats for me, and he want to show me some nice lady with a big needle.
Really?
But
Oh, dear.
I say no.
No, you don't want that.
No.
When you've got to
So
go,
I give
you've
them
got to
your
go.
address, so they come into you instead.
No, they won't be coming
If
here,
you-
mate. They
if
don't
you
know where I
please.
live. They don't know where I live.
They know where you live. They know all. They know everything.
Oh dear, no!
Well, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
When you gotta go, you gotta go.
You know one thing that they say about Santa
What's that?
and Andy. Both are quite the same. They only come once a year,
They only
and
come
it
once a
isn't
year.
much fun.
Okay.
Bye
stuff,
bye,
good stuff.
Andy.
Good stuff, Lloyd.
Andy,
All
bye
right.
bye.
Bye bye, my friend. Bye bye. Have you gone yet? Oh dear God. That's funny. Very good, Lloyd. Like that. Very good. Yes, how much is that fortune teller costing me? He's on the premium line, yes. You're quite right. Oh, Jesus. Hey up. Here we go. Is Mr. Lakey.
All I can say, Andy, I'll have half a pint of what Lloyd had. Oh dear!
Oh,
that was classic, Andy.
That was brilliant, wasn't it? Brilliant stuff.
Awesome. Yes, very good. Yeah, you do attract all licorice all sorts, mate.
Oh dear me.
But it is nice to hear him, mind you. We haven't heard him for a while. So.
No, he hasn't been around. He's been out in the field with the sheep, I think.
He's been doing something, yeah.
He's been on
Oh dear.
taking their
So
mushrooms.
how are you, me old mate?
Oh yeah, I'm all right, mate. Yeah, I'm all right.
How did Tag get on?
You won't believe this, right? But Friday was a public holiday. So she couldn't
It
go.
wasn't
I couldn't
Big
go.
Buddha Day, was it?
Hey?
It wasn't what they call the Big Buddha Day.
It was something to do with the old king.
Oh. So what? She didn't actually go to Bangkok then,
No,
Andy?
she hasn't been yet.
Well, at least she didn't go on a fool's errand all the way there.
I know, but
You
the
know,
point
it's not
is,
good, but-
they're leaving it really late now because you've got to allow 3 to 5 days for approval. And if she doesn't go this week, by the end of the week, she won't come because there isn't enough time.
Well, hopefully it'll get sorted this week, mate, for you.
But
You know,
it's
after the expense you've done and that, you know.
Five working days. You know, it's 5 working days, not weekends.
Yeah. No, that's the trouble with it, isn't it? Not
And what-
weekends. Yeah,
and
she's
what
lost
really-
2 days of the week.
That's right. And what really annoys me is they're leaving it so late that I probably can't get a flight.
Well, this is the trouble because I don't know. I think I've been watching certain blogs with different people, not only Thailand,
Yeah.
But half the flights I've seen come back and going out are half empty.
Yeah.
But it's a bit more expensive, isn't it, if you leave it last minute? That's the trouble.
Yeah, I mean, it can be. I did 1 year. I left it really late, and it was really expensive. You know, over a grand, over £1,000.
Yeah, a lot of money that, because you can get your hotel and everything in with it for that, Andy, can't you?
Well, I can have a bloody holiday for that. I can have a whole month holiday, 4 weeks
in Thailand. Yeah.
Yeah.
But hopefully it'll sort itself out, Andy. You know.
Well,
so
the agent's pissing me off because they blame me because they said I hadn't sent the documents, and I had. But what we found out was it was the email they given me was not the right one.
The problem is, Andy, that today, the situation we're in at the moment, it's everybody else's fault.
Yeah.
You know, that's the trouble. It's a blaming culture at the moment.
That's right.
And I think it's going to get worse. I think unfortunately, they're trying to kill travel off, I think.
They are, yeah. You're right,
sounds
yeah.
awful, but
no, you're right,
know,
Gary.
all these flights and that. I mean, I watched about Spain and that Tenerife on there, and Tenerife's gone backwards again.
Yeah.
So they're talking about cancelling some of the flights going out to there.
Yeah.
So obviously that'll kill them because they rely on our tourism and that.
They do, yeah.
Same as Thailand.
Yeah.
Because I watched Walkabout Wayne again today, and he says now, I don't know what Itsy Bitsy says about it, but they're talking about bringing in, you know, they're on a knife edge, like, you know, about more restrictions coming in.
Well, Bojo, the clown, was on about that.
Who was that?
Bojo.
Andy?
Bojo the clown.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think he's a dead man walking anyway, so
yeah.
I think another month or so, I think he's gone, mate. I think he'd be pushed.
But the problem is, if he goes, who we're going to get in his place? We're going to get somebody worse.
Well, I heard a rumour it was Screaming Lord Such, but I don't know how true that is. He could do a better job, yeah.
He could do, yeah. Could do.
And he's useless. What was it? They were called the Raven Looney Party, wasn't they?
That's right, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, Boris is like a raving lunatic, isn't he? You know.
Well, he is. Yeah. He's
I don't think he's going to get away with it. I think next week there's a by-election happening somewhere, and I think it's a disaster for the Conservatives. I think he'll be.
Well, I hope so.
It won't be good for him.
I hope so.
It's a by-election somewhere. I can't remember where it is.
Yeah.
And they said, or in the next week or two, and they said if it goes badly, that'll be the yardstick to know what that. I mean, even his own MPs are saying they've got no chance in the next election.
Yeah,
because of what he's been doing.
That's right.
You know, with all these bullshit parties that he did last year after telling us to stay in.
Exactly, but all these MPs are suddenly coming out with it. Where have they been for the last 2 years? What have they been doing?
Ass licking, Andy.
Exactly. You know, it's all right them coming out now. Bunch of tussers.
Buttering up to him. That's what they've been doing.
Yeah.
But the problem is they know they're going to sink with him if they stay in with him, I think.
Yeah.
You know, it's got... I think it's only going to go one way, mate, for him.
Yeah.
But like you say, who do they put in next?
Well, exactly, because we could end up with somebody worse.
Well, somebody like Sunak or someone like that who's just
I don't want him. I don't want any of them.
No, but that's the problem.
You got Savage.
You know, they're talking. It could be somebody like that. You know,
Savage,
that's the trouble.
Savage Javed, and you've got Go. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, well, Go was the main... Go was one of the mainstays for Brexit, wasn't he?
He reminds me of that bloke off of Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters?
Yeah, that fit movie.
Yes, I vaguely remember it. That was that was years ago, wasn't it? Yeah. I think I did see it.
Yeah.
But the Ghostbusters. Yeah, that was it.
He reminds me of that bloke on that. Well,
he's a bit creepy, isn't he, old Ghost? Yeah. they're all creepy, mate. They're all in for what they can get out of it. I don't care what they say. Biggest liars going, they are.
They are.
MPs and councillors. You only see them when it's election time, or
they want some money.
They disappear under a stone for 5 years, and then they appear, don't they?
They come back and want re-elected. Yeah.
Unfortunately, yeah. But I don't always vote because I get fed up with it. We don't.
Yeah. Well,
the ones that are running are a waste of space. I mean, the man who's our MP is called Johnny Mercer.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you've heard. He used to be in charge of some sort of MP for the military, I think.
Oh right. No, I don't know him.
You've probably heard of him. He rebelled, didn't he? And he jumped ship and left the government.
Oh.
He's an MP, but he jumped ship because he didn't agree with the persecution and the men that went to Northern Ireland.
Yeah.
And they were trying to, get them to court.
Yeah.
And they'd murdered the IRA and all that.
That's right.
And
that was wrong.
He jumped ship because he didn't agree with it.
Well, I don't agree with it either because it's wrong. What if you're serving military and you get told to do something, you go and do it? There shouldn't be any comeback on that. You should.
Well, the only thing about it, Andy, you either get killed or get killed in that situation.
Exactly.
You can't stand around and say, "Oh, shoot me!"
Yeah, exactly. No, it's something.
I mean, I had an Irish neighbour 2 doors away. He's moved now. I'm still in contact with him. From Enniskillen. He said, "I would not like to have been a British soldier back in those days."
No.
And he's Irish, so that just tells you,
Yeah. That's it.
He said they'll kill you if you walk down the street in Belfast if you're English.
Oh yeah,
and
definitely.
He was part of that, old Mercer, So, but there we are. So, any news we will hopefully in the week. I'm not going to say the day. We'll hear about our friend. Hopefully, he's returned safely.
You never know. You never know.
Well, we hope so, don't we?
Hopefully, yeah.
Hopefully he's back because he was coming back on Friday, wasn't he?
I think I don't know actually, to be honest.
I believe he said Friday. I might be wrong.
Oh, okay.
But I think he said he's back because he said he lost a week or something.
Yes.
Through bureaucracy, and he was flying out on Friday.
Yeah, that's
I believe he said that. But we'll wait to see what happens to him, and hopefully he's back.
Hopefully.
Anyway, you take care, Andy, because I'll tell you what, I've never known you to have so many calls.
Oh, it's good, isn't it? It's good, Gary.
Oh, before I go, Andy, I very much enjoyed that blog you put on yesterday. Was that your sister?
Yes.
I thought it was. You were having some food there.
Oh, chopsticks.
You were in Bristol, I think, in the
chopsticks,
in the arcade.
Yes. In the
I
mall.
forget what they call it now.
In the
something
mall.
gate.
Mall.
Yeah, and your sister, she was on form, wasn't she?
Oh yeah.
And I did enjoy that one. I hope everybody else has been watching them.
I hope they are, because numbers are down. We need more people to watch the videos. So
well, it don't give you encouragement otherwise, Andy, to do it, does it?
No, not really. No, not when you get 25 views.
Yeah,
it's not very good.
What about this one that was the Everland standing episode of Birmingham? You said it's next week, hopefully, didn't you?
Well, it's coming out. It's going to be there for people who are YouTube members and Patreons. So they can watch it now.
So it won't be on general view for subscribers then?
It will be on general view probably Christmas week.
Oh, we've got to wait all that time. Yeah.
Well, it's basically got to give it to the people that are supporting the channel, aren't they? They're paying good money out.
Well, I'll have to do that because I haven't. You mean the Patreon, don't you?
Yeah, Patreon or the YouTube thingy. I
shall look into that because I haven't really looked into that. I see it come up.
Well, I can put it on screen. I can put it on screen right now.
Yeah,
for
put it
people
on screen, and I'll look into it
see.
tomorrow. And
so we've got Patreon.
I'll, do that one.
We've got
If it's
Patreon,
helping the
YouTube,
channel, like you know.
and there's 3 things there that you can do for channel supporters financially.
Right, I'll have a look at that, Andy.
Yeah.
I hope everybody else does the same, but I can't speak for them. But
no,
it's nice to help the channel because we're involved.
That's right.
You know,
Yeah, of course it is. It pays the bills. It pays the
well,
bills.
It's encouragement for you as well, Andy. It's all you know. It works a lot of ways. Like,
Exactly.
You know.
Yes.
So,
yes.
All right then, me old mate.
Right.
It's nice that Andy 06 sounds a lot better. Anyway, that's
He does.
good.
Yeah, it sounds very healthy.
Yeah, that's good. And Keith, well, look, Keith always makes. He's always good on the phone, isn't he?
Yeah, we got Keith and John and you and Andrew and
who was the Liverpudlian sounding chap? I've never heard him before.
Bronco.
Oh right, yeah. I've never. Is he regular or has he just come on?
You know, he's a long-standing supporter. He just hasn't been too well.
He's come back again. I don't know what's happened to Lloyd, but it's
and Lloyd as well.
Yeah, Lloyd's been out somewhere drinking cider. I think
he's been on something. I think.
Bless him.
I think he's. Have I not got John on that list? Why have I not got John on that list? Sorry, John. I'll look into that. I don't know why John's not on that list. I'll have to look into that.
Oh, Mr. Bachelor.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, he's a very good, generous. He gives very generously.
Yeah,
good, like, you know.
He is very generous. Yes. That's
encouraging.
right.
All right, me old mate. You take care.
Take care, Gary.
And I'll speak to you in the week, Andy.
All
take
right.
care. Bye-bye.
Bye. Yes, Lloyd.
Hello there, Mum. This is Chalky. I'm calling from the Caribbean for Christmas, Mum.
Christmas?
Yes.
All right.
And it's Christmas, and I got Christmassy songs on, Mum.
Oh, no.
Oh, the angels, Mum, just sing. Get in the Christmas mood, Mum. I'm sure. And what's going on with her there, Mum? What's going on? Why can't she get up there? Now I sound like Borat. Hello, my name's Borat, really. Yes, I'm from Kyrgyzstan. And I'd like to say, oh yes, indeed, very, very good.
What have you been drinking?
My name is Borat. And I'd like to say, the card will get visa and whatever she wants.
Yes, I'm sure she will, yes.
Because my name is Borat.
Borat?
Oh, yes, Borat. From Kyrgyzstan.
Lovely.
And may I say, in Kyrgyzstan, we don't have any sheep. We only have a goat. And a goat, I divorced her, so it's not good for me anymore.
Oh dear.
But anyway, why can't Tad go to Bangkok? Hang on, it's Chalky's back. Hey man, what's going on here, man? What's going on? Next minute I got Borat going on, man. Anyway, Christmas. It's time of joy. It's time of fun. It's time to party. Because it's Christmas. I'll think of the tunes go in the background. Hopefully you won't get a strike on there, man. The only strike you want is getting lucky, maybe, on Christmas Day. That's the only strikes you want, man. It's Christmas. But anyway, all I can say is I wish you all a Merry, Merry, Merry Christmas.
Yes.
And a Happy New Year.
Thank you
Except
very
for
much.
that miserable guy called Chuck who's on his bike.
Lovely.
And Borat's back again.
Fantastic.
Yes, Chuck's on his bike in Thailand, roaming around. Anyway, it's Chalky again. Chalky's back. Yeah, man. Anyway, all have a Merry, Merry Christmas. As
Merry
you can hear
Christmas.
the tunes in the
All right.
background.
Lovely.
And his Jesus Christ was born.
Yeah,
on
Jesus
Christmas
Christ, that's
Day,
about
wasn't
it.
He was indeed. He wasn't born like you in the British Army camp in 1940
No, he wasn't.
or whatever it was.
No, he
man.
wasn't. No.
No. Man, you were like Jesus after all, man.
Was they really?
In an army camp in Africa, and 3 wise men turned up at the manger.
Yes.
But they said, that's not Jesus, that's the Andy Wright, man.
It is indeed.
Where's Jesus?
Jesus Christ.
And you said it's an easy mistake. Now where's my scooter, you 3 wise men? You haven't got my scooter as a gift. Gold.
Have you not got any sheep to go and see?
Where's my bloody scooter, you told them? And you told them to take a hike.
What have you been drinking?
Which is not very Christmassy of you.
What have you been drinking?
No.
What have you been drinking?
I'm somebody, baby, oh my Lord. I'll sing, oh my Lord. It's Christmas time, oh my Lord.
Thank you, Lloyd.
Anyway,
Thank you, Lloyd.
Bye. I'm having great fun.
Yeah, you're on great fun.
Wishing you all a Merry Christmas.
We need to move on. We need to move on now.
Oh my Lord. Anyway, bye all.
Thank
Merry
you.
Christmas.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Oh, Jesus. There we go. That's Lloyd. Right, Wayne. Wayne, if you want to call in now, I'm going to keep it open for you. Wayne. I know you tried earlier. Wayne tried to call in earlier. Oh, flipping heck. Andrew? Andrew?
It's me, I'm afraid.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Hello?
Hello?
Hello, what are you doing?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I thought since it's Christmas, I'd sing for you a carol.
Oh, Jesus.
Right, here we go.
Right, go on then.
Right. You're putting me off, man.
I'm not going to laugh.
All right. Away in the manger, no crib for a bed. The little Lord Jesus laid down his sweet head. The stars in the bright sky look down where he lay. The little Lord Jesus asleep on the hay. That's what you get. Yeah, I'm not a singer. You don't have to fucking laugh at me, man. You sing a bloody song then if you think you're so hard.
I can only do one song. Happy birthday.
No, but you'll just play a. Don't give up the day job, mate.
Don't give up the day job, mate.
I can't because I haven't got a fucking job.
Yeah. Oh dear. Itsy Bitsy, I think you'll find that's call number 8, isn't it? Call number 8.
I'll have you know, actually, my bird likes my singing voice.
I'm sure she does.
Andrew
I'm sure she does.
Another one who needs a holiday in Pattaya.
Yes.
Where the hell's Pattaya? Is that in Thailand or something?
Yeah. Hey, Andrew.
Yeah?
I'm going to let Wayne come on.
All right.
All right? Going to let Wayne join.
In other words, go away, Andrew.
No, he's going to come on with you. There you go.
Hello,
Hi,
hello,
Wayne.
hello. Wait, we can have a 3-way conversation.
Yeah, we can have a 3-way.
We're having a threesome.
How you doing, Wayne? You right, mate?
We're having a threesome for Christmas.
Yeah. How you doing,
God.
Wayne?
I'll get the lube ready, mate.
All right, thanks, yeah. Right, I'll go first then. There are a couple of, I think it's 3 or 4 things. Number one, I've got friends and family who were in Northern Ireland at the time for the British Army.
Yeah.
and I just want to a bit of a balance with the things that have been said.
Yeah.
Now, we had different rules of engagement for different wars, different situations. The rules of engagement in Ireland were, at that time, where if you were threatened sort of with life and everything, you can retaliate anyway. So there's no argument on that. These court cases were situations of blatant murder, executions.
Mm-hmm.
Mainly working with organisations like the Ulster Defence Regiment, when they actually went out at night targeting IRA members in their homes. So there wasn't like a firefight people perceive. These were assassinations. So I'm not saying the IRA weren't doing that, but I'm just, let's have it right, the truth.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Right, so that's the first point on that.
No, I'm with you on that, man.
Yeah, it's a great, but yeah, I mean, let's not just perceive that like these nice young army lads are there and they get fired at by the IRA and they can't protect themselves. What a load of bullshit that is.
Yeah.
Right. So we've sorted that out to a certain extent.
Well, they had AK-47s, didn't they? For God's sake, you know, I think they're more than capable of defending themselves.
Yeah. No, I'm on about the British Army. We're just like, that's
what I'm on about as well. The British forces.
I think they were using. They did tell me, but I think they were using another one. But it doesn't matter anyway. Right, we're off that now. The other one is I've found out a bit of info. You know, someone earlier rang up, and I've been asking as well about the £20 uplift for legacy benefits.
Yes.
I've done a bit of digging. And it was quite interesting. It's wonderful sometimes when you do digging in and then the penny drops. From what I can weigh up, the Conservative Party have been waiting for a certain set of judges to look at this case. Now, these are the judges, I don't remember about 3 years ago, when it was two men took the government to court over benefits and they won.
Yeah.
They won, but what happened? What they won, these judges said, yes, you have won. But the same judges also allowed the government to make new laws backdated. Did you remember
I never knew that.
Oh, yeah, did you not know that? They call it...
No.
The Conservative Party did it first about between 3 and 5 years ago. They started losing a lot of cases in court specifically to do with the DWP, as it's called now. So what they did was they basically said to they said, we're in power, we can do what we want, blah, blah, blah. They got the court to, there's a word for it, I can't think of the word now, where basically they go back 5 or 6 years and they change the law so it fits what they want to do now. Did you know that? Yeah. Yeah, just don't take my word for it. You can look online.
Yeah.
They started doing that a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think the word is prima nocte. It's not, but I got that from Braveheart.
I think it's retrospective. Retrospective is what it is.
Retrospective, that's it. That is the one.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're naughty at that, but these judges have done it in the past. So there's a good possibility we will win. There's also a good possibility they will how the bloody hell did you say that?
Retrospectively ignore us. Yeah, ignore
change the law, backdated law.
Yeah.
Right, the other thing, before I forget, I think I said on an old video about it. Now, people need to be really, really careful, like I said about that form that was out.
Yeah.
Now, my wife, over the last 30 years, has been giving, when it used to be DLA and they changed the wording and all the rest of it.
Yeah, they've changed it now, haven't they? It's not DLA anymore, is it?
Yeah, it's PIP. Now, she's been given these benefits for life 3 times. And every time they've took it off her. So what they're doing again, because they've done it 3 times before on Conservative governments, They will say to X amount of people now, I don't know if it's 1 million, couple of 100,000, you will get it for life. They know that these people then will throw a lot of their evidence away.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you're 100% right about that. Right.
And then what will happen is, next election, whoever gets in it, because Labour now are just another cheek of the arse of the Conservative Party, and they'll say, oh, we need to look at everyone again, and everyone's thrown the stuff away. Here we go again. They've done it before, they'll do it again.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
I mean, who wants to admit that they're disabled? For God's sake, like, I mean, I've said this enough times already, but I might as well say it again. Like, my disability is mental, not physical, but it does kind of cause me physical problems as well, because like when I'm having a really bad day, like I can't eat and stuff, and like my stomach shrinks, and
psychosomatic.
Yeah, and then when I do eat, like it hurts, like when it's going down my esophagus, like because like I mean my body's obviously crying out for food, but like my brain won't let me eat. Like
I had a history years ago of mental health problems, and it manifested itself into, I just used to go work, but then I used to stay in, didn't really go out. And when it did go out, but for some unknown reason, when I was at work, I was not so bad. But if I went out socially, or even like down the town, say in the 80s, on a Saturday, I'd have massive panic attacks.
Did you like start hyperventilating?
No, what had happened was, I always seem to remember Woolworths was the worst place because it was all lit up bright. And I'd go in there, my heart would start racing, I'd go dead hot and sweaty, I'd feel really sort of like dizzy, all my face would go red. And then in the end, when I went in places like that, I used to weigh up where the exit doors were. And once I got right in the middle of the shop, the furthest away from any exit, that was the worst. It even manifested itself in traffic jams. And the number of times that I've been on the M6, I had to leave the car and run off.
Yeah, it sounds like you were suffering from panic attacks or something.
Oh, it's terrible, yeah. Took me years to get over that. And in the end, it left me with a constant acid indigestion.
Oh God, I hate that pain. Like when it goes up your esophagus and stuff.
Yeah,
like,
and
it's excruciating, isn't it?
I kept having cameras down my throat, and they said me what's saying was inflamed, my duodenal through. Like they said that your stress is causing your body to work faster than it should. Because as soon as I ate something, it went through me dead quick. But and everything was like working over time as well. My stomach was constantly empty as well. Anyway, so I went to see an actual stomach specialist. I paid private. Well, my mum did before she died years ago.
Private? That must have cost you about £89,000.
No, it was that long ago. It was about 180 quid just to see the consultant. And he said to me...
But just for one appointment, 180 quid?
Yeah.
Jeez.
I mean, what he did is he wrote a letter to the doctor saying this could all be psychological. And I said to the doctor, what are they talking about? Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, left it for a couple of years, didn't feel any better. I went back, because I think I've been on Prozac for about 15 years. And I said to the doctor, so I'm willing to try anything. So I went on these Prozac. He says, you'll feel funny for a couple of weeks, but just stay with it. And I tell you what, my stress, I've had my moments, but 95% better since I've been on them.
Wow. I'm on aripiprazole myself.
I think I'm on fluoxetine. I think that's what you call it. It's a type of Prozac anyway.
Yeah. Is that the brand name for it? Or?
Yeah.
Prozac is Yeah, it's a well-known.
I don't even put in it. The missus does all the pills for me. She puts them in them bloody daily things. I've got that many.
Oh God!
I'm on about 12 a day. 12 pills a day.
They're really pain in the ass. Those boxes.
12
aren't they?
pills a day.
Yeah.
12 pills.
Wow.
I've got I've got diabetes, blood pressure, heart pills, stress pills. What do they call it? Ramipril for your organs. Bloody hell, there's loads of them. I forget them all.
Wow. That's a
what
lot.
It is, what it is, you see, when you get 50 at my doctor's, literally you go in there, and even if you look fit as a fiddle, you come out with a load of pills, because my doctor says, what we're going to do is we're going to put you on these pills, and it'll probably give you another 10 or 15 years. Because you might think you're fit, but if not, you'll have a heart attack or whatever when you're about 60, 65. I've had ones on them where I live.
Oh, dear.
Well, you should count yourself lucky for where you live, because, like, I can't get a damn doctor's appointment where I live. Like a 2-week waiting list. Just
it's the other way here. They ring me up and want me down there. I don't want to go.
Yeah.
Oh, honestly, yeah. In Cheshire, where I live, there's no problem like that. And actual fact, my doctor, the wives, you have to ring up for an appointment at 8 o'clock in the morning, and then they'll give you one in that morning.
Wow.
But my doctor's is the old one, where you just actually go in in the morning and you're waiting to be seen.
Oh my
God!
God!
Like an
really?
old, like an old school doctors and that. Like,
Yeah,
where they actually do their job apart from.
Yeah, there's normally about 5 doctors in there, and you just go in and you say, what doctor do you want to see? And you're normally seen with half an hour.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's not all the same, throughout the country. Up here, it's quite old-fashioned.
Mm. That's quite good, actually. I think I'll move up there.
Speaking of doctors, by the way, like I could do with your guys' opinion on this, right? It must have been about 6 years ago, right? I developed a pain in my leg, like, and my calf area of my left leg swelled up quite badly, and I knew for a fact that I had deep vein thrombosis.
Yeah.
And I wish I was joking, Andy. I'm not, mate. Like, and I went to my doctor twice. Yeah. And I said, look, I reckon I've got deep vein thrombosis. Can you, like, get me, because I haven't got X-ray machines in my doctor. Like, can you send me to hospital so I can get a scan or whatever?
Mm.
Like, and then they basically, like, told me, Dr. Danielle, her name is, like, she basically told me, I'm being a hypochondriac. Go away, you're wasting our time.
Wow.
Right. So, and that happened twice. I went up there, and it's like a half a mile walk from where I live as well to my doctor. Like, so, like, that's happened. And then one day, guess what? I'm waking up coughing up blood.
Oh,
so the blood clot has travelled to my lungs. I had this is what the official medical letter said. Several bilateral pulmonary embolisms on both lungs.
Wow.
The largest of which is on the left, with a wedge-shaped thing. I can't remember the exact wording, but like, and people had told me, like, I could sue them for. We're looking at upwards of £100,000.
Depends when it is.
But
how long ago was it?
It was about 4 years ago.
Yeah, you've got a 3-year period, I think.
Yeah, I know, but I couldn't do it.
No.
I could not possibly, like, a little bit of money so that I should become Judas. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, didn't he sell Jesus out for 30 pieces of silver?
Well,
like, I'm not going to lose a woman her job. I mean, she sees a hell of a lot of patients an hour. Like,
yeah, but then you got
and for a 26
which is how old I was at the time, 26-year-old man to have deep vein thrombosis is very, very unusual. It's because I was such a heavy smoker.
Yeah.
And I was smoking like, I might as well admit it, I was smoking like weed and everything. Like,
yeah, well, the things
so,
we do. The things we
funny
do.
you should say that, yeah. Because
so it's my fault that I ended up in that position, really, isn't it?
It's funny you say that, right? Because as far as I know, well, I thought I knew that weed was no more dangerous than smoking. But every single person I know, and I know well, and mainly these are lads, basically, where I come from, there was a lot of people in the day were in the army. And they came out, half of them were really good, they got jobs straight away, a lot of confidence. Half of them, it really fucked them up, basically. And there were alkies, and they were constant on marijuana. I mean, they would smoke all day, but it was always marijuana. They never had a normal fag.
Yeah, PTSD.
I don't know, but within 10 years, they were dead. They wanted of alcoholism.
Really?
Yeah, through smoking just loads of marijuana. Bizarre.
I mean, it can be
What, did their lungs
bad.
just give up or something?
I don't know. I used to go around their house. There was at least 3 of them, and they were 2 years older than me. And I'm 55, and they died about 10 years ago, 15 years ago.
You've got to remember, some of them, some of the strains are actually stronger than other ones, and if depending on which one you're smoking,
Yeah,
they all have different. They will have different reactions as well.
I just didn't think people died of smoking cannabis. But they seem to.
Yeah.
You very much can die of smoking cannabis.
You can die of everything, can you? Die of everything.
And then there was other ones who come out of the army and they just went straight on that. Remember that white lightning side of the cheap stuff?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I drink that.
Well, they used to have 5 litres of that. They buy them 5 litres at a time, and they all died as well.
5 litres. I'm guessing they died of cirrhosis of the liver.
Yeah, it would have killed their liver and kidneys.
Yeah.
Loads of my mates
because when your liver packs up, the rest of your organs are going to pack up. Like, that's just the way it is. Like,
Bronco says that there's no reported deaths smoking cannabis.
There is actually, like, I think I heard about one person dying of smoking cannabis. But do you know what? Cannabis is the least of our worries now. Have you heard of that horrible spice stuff? Or
yeah, they have in prison or something.
Yeah, that synthetic cannabinoid stuff. Like that. I mean, I've seen people, like, especially in Birmingham city centre, like, just zombied out of that stuff. Like, they can't even walk. Like, and you can just tell from their demeanour that they are not enjoying what they're going through.
Well, no, because later on it becomes addiction and they have to do it. So it's not really whether they like it or not. It's
You don't have a choice, do you?
No.
Like, when it gets to that stage.
No.
Right, I've got some information for everybody.
Right.
And we'll have to wait a number of years for it to come to fruition. But you can take it or not. But trust me, this is true.
Right.
Over the next couple of years before the election, there'll be, millions of debates and all the rest of it. But I can tell you now, it's already been sorted who will win the next election in basically dark, smoky rooms. The Labour Party will win the next election. It's been already organised mainly because they've got the people in place now that when they gain power, nothing really will change, which is what the system wants.
Yeah.
They've already got rid of Jeremy Corbyn and all the other people which were with him, which is a travesty, but that's it. To see, the system needs to make the population believe that there is democracy. So they're going to orchestrate the situation that Labour will win next. If you watch closely, you can already see how over the last 3 or 4 weeks, how they've started to have more Labour people on the corporate media. They're really being friendly with them. They're saying that the Labour policies are really good. Just little stupid, little weird things. The other day, there was two people on Sky News. They both had red ties. You might laugh at that, but that is subliminal.
I don't watch Sky News.
But the best one, but this got to be the best. About 3 nights ago, I've been watching. I know it's a load of crap, but I watch it because it makes me laugh. I've been watching the papers at 10:30 on Sky News for them at least 20 years, and I've probably missed about 50 nights in 20 years. The first time ever, 3 nights ago, they had 2 Labour people on doing the newspapers.
Wow.
20 years? How old are you? I thought you were about my age. You sound
55,
young.
55, me.
Well, you sound a lot younger than 55.
Oh, I'm young at heart. 66, me. Anyway, where are we? So just because that's in everyone's mind now, when you watch things, when you watch political things, just especially from BBC, Sky News, blah blah blah, just watch and you start to think, oh well, they never give them the benefit of the doubt before. So what will happen is the corporate media and the newspapers will bombard. It's all going to be negative, Conservative, positive Labour.
Yeah.
Get them in. Nothing will change. People have figured out democracy. Bob's your uncle.
Yeah. It's a con, basically.
We don't have democracy. We have the illusion of democracy.
That's the one.
That's the one. Yeah.
Well, the best of it is the first thing we need for democracy. The first thing is full disclosure of information.
Yeah.
Which we've never had.
We've never had that.
Yeah, it was about probably about 4 years ago now. Like everyone had to register to vote or risk getting an £80 fine. Like if you can't afford to register to vote, how are you going to afford an £80 fine? And then it all ends up in court because that's what they always wanted from the start. You can call me a pessimist if you want.
Yeah. I know what you're saying. I know it shouldn't be have to force into doing it, but so I think the next biggest thing, apart from Labour getting in, will be UFOs, aliens. Aliens are coming.
Well, have you seen the John Lewis advert? They're getting ready.
Yeah. Aliens are here.
Speaking of aliens, have you read a book called the 12th Planet by Zachariah Sitchin?
No.
I believe I have years ago, yeah.
Yeah, well,
you're talking about
he knows what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Anunnaki.
Anunnaki Nibiru, the ancient Sumerians, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds good.
Hey, I've connected with a what? Do you know what? People of my generation, I'm 34 years old. Like, no one of my generation knows anything about like literature, art, or
well, they don't do it anymore. They don't teach it.
Or any of the things that I'm into. Like my favourite book, for example, is Paradise Lost, which is an epic poem.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what I do, because I think I'm a bit dyslexic. I can't get a lot of information from reading. I don't know why, but so I'll have a talking book, and I love them.
Do you read from right to left and not left to right? Because that's a sign of dyslexia.
No,
I'm not an expert in this
the words. I'm reading the words, but I'm not really getting like the information to my brain. I don't understand.
Yeah.
So you're reading it, but it's not sinking in, kind of thing.
Yeah. But if I have a letter, I'll have to go over it a couple of times. But something weird happened years ago.
Go on.
I was 21. I'd just come out of my time as electrical engineer, and I fancied going in the forces. So I told you before, my oldest brother was in the army. But after Ireland, he went to Germany, Gütersloh, an RAF camp. But he was doing telecoms there. And he wanted to move to the RAF, and the army wouldn't let him. Because apparently they don't do that. They don't let you move from one thing to another. But so they let him stay at the RAF camp, because he said it was brilliant compared to an army camp. So he says to me, we'll go in the RAF. So I went to Manchester and did the test. And he said to me, I could have got in as a aircraft electrical, it was called an AMEC, aircraft electrical mechanical technician. And there can be 2 stripes straight away because I already had a trade.
That's a bit of a tongue twister, isn't it? Aircraft mechanical electric. I can't even remember what it was now.
But what happened was, but he said to me, he says, you got some really weird results in your test.
Yeah.
My blood pressure, I slightly failed on my medical. Everything was all right apart from my blood pressure was a bit raised, but he said you can sort that out with your medication.
Yeah.
And the other thing was, my result, he said, if you would have got a couple of more questions right, you could have gone in to actually be a pilot. But he said, didn't want to because I don't really like heights. But he said, you've got the really difficult questions right and the easy ones wrong.
Oh.
Which is a bit strange. And this is why I'm thinking. He says, are you dyslexic? He didn't know what the word was in them days.
Yeah.
But what happened was, pretty stupid, really. I went for 2 jobs when I come out of my time as a spark. I went for that, and I went for also prison officer, but teaching basic electrical skills, because I just wanted to give something back, and I wanted to help people in prison who had a hard time, so they could come out with a few skills.
Yeah.
And cut a long story short, I was being stupid. I had a couple of personal problems. I got pissed out of my mind in my car, smashed into another car on the M56, lost my job.
I'm guessing you got done for drink driving.
I did, yeah, and lost everything. Couldn't even go to the jobs.
Oh, shit.
So I really blew it. Stupid young lad.
Mm.
Oh, yeah, so I couldn't go for anything.
Wow.
RAF couldn't have me because I needed a license.
Yeah.
Because I was deciding which one to go to. The prison officers, they said, I really need a license because they say you've got to do at least 2 years in London. There must be some sort of rule that they had in them days before I could come back to close to where you live.
Yeah.
And that was that. And I really fucked it up.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Speaking of prison, I got remanded into custody. Like, basically, I wrote, don't judge me because I didn't do it. Like, some girl who, because I was, yeah, you know what, I'll admit it, I was homeless. So some girl took me in, right? And I didn't find her particularly attractive. So, like, when she was making, like, sexual advances towards me, like, I kind of, I had to sort of turn her down and that, like, and she enacted a terrible revenge.
Oh, she said that you've been do something to her. Yeah, I can imagine.
She said I hit her, and like the police station that she went to, like the police like looked at her face and I was like, "There's not a mark on you. How did he hit you?" But it still went to court. And my lawyer never turned up to defend me, so like I basically had to defend myself, and like, I had to pay her a £330 fine and do 200 hours of unpaid work, which I'm fine with. I'm absolutely fine with, like refurbishing a church or whatever, like, you know, like the worshippers, like, you know, Christians are good people. It was like a kind of I suppose you call it Afro-Caribbean church. Like it wasn't your typical toppy-nosed, Catholic kind of church. You know, it was the kind of place where you can go, like just to chill out and stuff. Yeah. Like so, I'm absolutely 100% fine with everything about that thing, apart from the fine. Like, how dare she fucking take my money off me? Sorry, language.
Yeah, I know it's I know, terrible.
Terrible.
There's so much injustice. It's crazy.
The whole system needs to be revamped. I mean, if you think about the laws that we have and the laws, the original laws, common law, that would never happen because there was no loss. As far as you were concerned, there was no loss. She wasn't killed. Basically, it wouldn't even gone to court.
Jackie said, can't stand when women lie because true crime is not taken seriously.
That's right.
Yeah, true crime, like someone who I don't know, kills a child or something.
Yeah. So when that's sort of they don't believe people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what she's saying. Yeah.
But like, I couldn't afford a lawyer, so I got the most useless lawyer that you could possibly like. On my pre-sentencing hearing, he didn't even turn up. Like, he's meant to be my lawyer. Why isn't he there defending me? For God.
Every time I go court, I always defend myself. I quite enjoy doing it, actually.
Well, if you can represent yourself, like,
if you've got the knowledge to do it, then yeah,
exactly. Like, if you can do it properly, but like, I'm not a very brave person. Like, and you know, like when I'm faced with a panel of like 3 judges, and not to mention all the law students in the dock, like.
Yeah.
Well, not
last
the
time
dock,
I was in court in Manchester Crown Court, it was over the census the last census 10 years ago, not this one, the one before.
Yeah.
And I had to write a document for the judge, and I called the judge a pawn of Satan. And then when I was in there, but just before I was in there, I was all sort of geared up, and then when I got in there, it was packed as well, and I stood up on my own. And I thought, oh my God, what have I done?
Were you not scared?
Well, it was too late then.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's like, oops.
Oops.
I thought, oops.
Yeah.
And he's reading it out. It says, I'm not a pawn of Satan. Oh my God. It was so funny. Well, it wasn't funny. I was shitting myself. But I thought, I'm definitely going down here for 6 months or something.
That's funny.
Oh,
dear,
yeah, they can only slam you with 6 months in a magistrate's court.
Yeah. It's Crown Court. It was really good. I was dead surprised. He was really sort of like helped me and give me time, and he was even giving me what's the word, advice on how to sort of like put my arguments through. This is the judge. I couldn't believe it.
Wow.
And the prosecution was going bonkers.
Wow. So I bet they were. I bet they weren't very happy.
No. It was quite an eye opener for me, because I thought it was all sorted before I even got there, and it really wasn't. And the prosecutor started shouting at the judge, and then the judge said, "Well, I will do what I want in my court," and all this. It was brilliant.
Oh God! Pity you couldn't record it. It would have made a lovely video.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't think you're allowed to film in court, are you?
No.
Yeah,
Well, he was really impressed.
You know, when you see like a high profile like trial, and it's all like done by drawings. Whoever does like drawings, by the way, they're bloody talented.
They are
way more so than me. I'm an artist myself. But,
well, the judge said in front of everybody, he's sort of like praising me, for representing myself. He said it's because he said we don't get much justice in these places. He says because lawyers speak for the people. You never get the truth. It's all he's saying this in front of everyone. And
exactly. It's all fabrication, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, we're going to pin this on you because we want our money. That's what it is. They don't give a flying. Sorry, I'm going to have to swear. They don't give a flying fuck about you, including the ones defending you.
Anyway, so the judge advised the jury to give me not guilty. And he went absolutely mad, the prosecution. Said, you can't do that by law. He said, I'll do what I want.
Wow.
He said, you've got to at least give him a £1,000 fine, for not filling the census in.
Wow. Bloody hell.
But I had proof, you see, what they were doing. I had proof that it was, did you know that the last census, the forms and the company was doing it was Lockheed Martin, who make weapons, make nuclear weapons in America.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's all privatized now, isn't it?
Yeah, so they were doing our census. That the information was going to the American government, and the CIA was sharing it with our government. Everything when no one's supposed to be able to look at it.
Wow.
Well, you having a giraffe? The Central Intelligence Agency. That's what it stands for, isn't it? I think.
Yeah, CIA.
Yeah, I won in court, but they put a D notice on it so no one would know, because it would stop people filling the census in.
Wow.
I won. I was the first one to I don't know, the only person ever to win.
Wow.
Because I proved what they were doing.
Well, congratulations,
Yeah,
my friend.
Well done, Wayne. That's very good. Yeah, brilliant.
I'm quite pleased with myself with that one.
Yeah.
Trying to think anything else.
Anything else? Because we're going to wind it up in a minute.
It's late for late. I'm going to put a phone down in case anyone else wants to come quick.
Yeah, all right, Wayne. Thank you.
See you, people.
All right, well, it's been great talking to you guys, man. I'm going to hang
Cheers,
up.
mate.
Yeah, thank you, Andrew.
Yeah.
Thank you, Wayne.
All right, you take care, guys. All right.
Cheers, buddy. Thank you.
Back in the chat.
Yeah.
All right.
Cheers,
Bye.
Bye. Wow, fantastic. Yeah, we're running a bit late today, so well done. That's very good, very good chat. I just got to say hello to Gogo, if you're still here, Gogo.
Wake me up before you go.
That's Gogo's probably gone. Who else was it? There was somebody else there who I saw. Somebody asked about e-cig. No, I'm not doing that. I didn't really get much benefit from it. I need to get some proper CBD. You've been in and out. Good, okay, that's good. Who else was it? There was a question about the what was it? The water filter. It was a Berkey or Barkey base with a different filter inside, which was the filter itself was 42 quid from another company, but the actual water thing is a Berkey plastic whatever they call it, the plastic stuff. I couldn't afford the aluminium because that was too expensive. That was nearly like 600 quid for that. So I got a cheaper one, and it filters about 15 litres of water, and I use that every 2 or 3 days. Actually, it's quite a lot. I use it for everything. So, what else we got? Polyester. No, it's not polyester. The other plastic stuff that you oh God, what's it called? It's they make plastic bottles out of them as well. This sort of thing. Can't think what it's called. I think we probably polystyrene. No, not polystyrene. No, it's safe to drink. Safe to drink. CBDs, not CBD. Flipping egg. What's it called? Never mind. Whatever it's called. It's plastic. Polythene. It could be part. I don't know. I'm not too sure. Not too sure. Not 100% anyway. But the filters, they do everything. So they will do all bad stuff. So including viruses, which is quite interesting. PE. It could be PE. Yeah. 15 thumbs up. That's brilliant. Yeah. And of course it does what's it called? Fluoride. It does fluoride everything. Viruses, muck. Anything that you find in water, obviously drinking water, but anything like that, you could run it through, and it will actually remove all of the bad stuff from it. And it actually tastes okay. It's not too bad, and it's a gravity fed, so it's not mechanical. It's gravity fed. Gravity fed. So no, not crocodiles. No, it's not crocodiles. Crocodile. Although it probably would stop those. Yeah, it probably would do. If you put it in there, it would probably filter it out. No crocodiles. Oh yes, that's funny. That's really good. Yes. I wish I could remember what it's called. Safe. Yes. A plastic bottle. Eco-friendly. PVC. No, it's not PVC. PET. Could be PET. BPA. Got it. BPA. It's BPA free. BPA can seep into food and beverages from containers, and it's BPA free plastic. So BPA free plastic. BPA free, which is stands for bisphenol A, an industrial chemical. So that's that. And it's found in polycarbonate plastic. So BPA free. Because you don't want to drink that, you don't want to have that. It's if it's not BPA free, it leaches into the water. How many calls? I have no idea how many calls. I've lost count. But yeah. So yeah, guys and gals, we're gonna call it a day.
Initiating shutdown sequence.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, 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 everybody.
That's my cue to
And
exit.
that's my cue to exit.
It is indeed. Thank you to everybody for taking part in the show today. It's been wonderful today. I've really enjoyed it.
Well, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
You've been secretly adding BPA. Cheers, Go-Go. That's very kind of you.
Well, when you gotta...
Thanks you. My computer tapes thank you. And I thank you.
I thank you very much.
Is this a happy ending or a sad ending?
It's an ending. That's enough.
Feeling
I'm
pretty tired?
pretty tired. Think I'll go home now.
Oh, yes. I think I'll go home now. So anyway, thank you everybody for taking part in the show. Thank you for all your lovely comments there. Don't forget, we are here on next Sunday at 4 p.m. But we will be back on Wednesday for those that want to do that on the other channel, Andy Wright Travel. So we're on there. Andy Wright Travel, Wednesday, 6 p.m. Otherwise, back here at 4 p.m. on Sunday on this channel. Don't forget, please, that we're also on brand YouTube, and you'll find some really spicy videos on there. Brand YouTube, but also Odyssey as well. So Odyssey, some really good videos. Of course, don't forget you can support the channels with a Patreon, with a YouTube membership, or a website, talkingreally.co.uk. And that's it. Have a very good evening. Bye for now.
Harry, are we ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Then let's do it. All hands, initiate shutdown sequence.
Now, come along, you two. Say goodbye to the fishes. Goodbye, Tish. Goodbye, Tosh. We have to stop now, but Andy Pandy's coming again soon. Goodbye, children.
Andy